Hi guys, it's Amy, your golf coach. Would you like to hit fantastic driver shots like the tour players do? In order to do that, you have to have the fundamentals down. Today I'll be comparing the difference between a professional setup to an amateur's and also Aimee it for you so you can get the right setup going. Ta-da! Aimee means making golf simple, fun, and effective. Now, back to the golf lesson. Tour players actually spend a lot of time and energy on their fundamentals. It's very important. A lot of amateurs don't quite know the importance yet, but if you have the right setup and the fundamentals going, then you have higher chances of returning that club face square to the golf ball. You can gain a lot of club head speed a lot easier that way. But if you don't have the right setup going, you probably end up ruining your golf swing. So there are a couple of key points I wanted to point out in your setup. Let's start with the stance width. With the 7-iron, your stance width is about shoulder width apart, but with the driver, it's a lot longer in length, so your swing becomes a lot bigger, so you need more stability. So you're going to have to widen your setup stance about 3 to 4 inches or so. But with the amateurs, the most common fault we see is standing too narrow with the feet or too wide with the feet. When you stand too narrow with the feet, now, like I've mentioned earlier, when you swing, you're going to not have enough stability and lose a lot of balance. That means the contact is going to become poor and lose a lot of power that way. Or if you have too wide of a stance, now during your swing, you're unable to shift your weight through beautifully. That's interfering with creating power. It could also hurt your accuracy as well. So we want to find the ultimate stance width for the driver. I mean, it could vary depending on how tall, how lanky you are, and your setup angles, etc., etc. But if you start from about 3 to 4 inches wider than your mid-iron stance, that's a really good place to start. Next up is the ball position. You want the ball to be inside heel of your lead foot, like so. Compared to a 7-iron, 7-irons are more in the middle of the stance, right? But with the driver, since it shifts way forward, a lot of amateurs would tend to be a lot used to mid-iron setup. So going from center ball position to forward, it could actually make their body alignment twisted and be open to the target. And this right here happens, let me show you again. So this is a 7-iron in the middle. So everything is nice and square, your hips, your forearms, and your shoulders. And then you go from here to forward. Now you can tell it's been twisted, so your hips, your forearms, and your shoulders are way opened. And this could actually kind of lead to a little bit more steeper shoulder angle in the setup, causing you to hit down on it steeper, making those pop-up shots happen. Or this openness also promotes like slice shots, so you're gonna get a lot of right misses off the tee. So you might be sitting there thinking, I am not sure if my body is twisted open or not. There's a very simple way to test it out. All you have to do is have someone take a picture from you directly behind you here. If you are twisted open, now your trail hip is going to be pointing back that way. Your right hip points to the right, or you can see your hands to the left-hand side of your body from behind. So take a picture, and if you are twisted open now, I'm going to give you an Aimee super simple drill to fix it. So basically, let's get into that setup again where 7-iron is square, and when your ball position moves forward, your body twists this way, right? All you have to do is push that trail hip toward the target, and boom, you see how everything leveled out nicely square. So your hips, your shoulders, and your forearms are nice and square. We like that, right? And you've probably noticed from face-on view, when I push that right hip to square everything up, now my spine angle has actually gone tilted back about 3 degrees or so. This is most ideal position for the driver, because when you're here and the spine is forward like this, you're gonna hit down below into it, hit bad pop-up shots. When you push your hip and now your spine is tilted back, like this way, now you're set up for a upflow, ascending angle of attack into the golf ball. That means you're gonna get rid of a little bit more backspin, so the ball flight is going to be more boring, and when it lands, it's gonna run out more, and we love that for more distance, right? So now you have the right ball position and you've pushed your hip to square up this way and your spine angle is in perfect position. Last thing I want you to check is the hand position. Once that ball position moves forward and your body becomes really good, a lot of amateurs tend to get really lost on exactly where to put their hands. So they're like, do I put it in the same place as a 7-iron? You can see the face is closed that way. Or because the ball position is forward, am I supposed to push it forward? Now the face is open, right? So this hand position really can determine your club face orientation. So it's a crucial point to check out. So with the professionals, they usually place their hands right in between your belt buckle and the left pocket. So it goes boom right here in between the two, right? We don't want it too far in the middle or too far forward. We have the stance with the ball position and the hand position going nicely. Let's go ahead and hit the ball. So today we worked on getting your fundamentals down so you can rip that driver down the middle. We worked on the stance width. We want it about 3 to 4 inches wider than a mid-iron stance, and the ball position is inside the lead foot. For the hand position, we want your hands to be in between your belt buckle and your left pocket. Now you're ready to really hit that driver down the middle. We have a lot more driver lessons lined up for this driver series, so please look forward to that. And I love communicating with you guys, so if you have any questions, please leave your comments down below, or you can come to my website's Ask Aimee section, leave your questions and comments there. Usually get back to those ones before anywhere else. Thanks for golfing with me, and see you in the next one. Mwah.